Good morning. It is Monday, December 6th. So let's talk about last weekend. A lot of stuff that's been going on. And I want to see if you guys are in the same place as I am at, and probably three-fourths of the other people. So let's just say last weekend for me seemed to be a come to Jesus moment, along with several other people that I have talked to. And I feel like three of the four people that I have talked to are going through this right now. So that to me tells me that three-fourths of the collective is going through what we're getting ready to talk about. I came from a very small town in southern Illinois, and I moved to Indianapolis in 1989. I swore to God that I would never, ever, ever move back to southern Illinois. I don't know if it's because I thought I was too good for it, if I just had bigger plans. I don't know what the deal is about that. However, last weekend, I got so fed up with my life that I literally was looking for options to get out of my current life. Not by committing anything, but just I need change desperately. I have worked where I have been at I started in February of 2020. And it just seems like I am stuck where I am at. So anyway, Saturday morning, I am thinking to myself, what did I do to get backed into this corner? My thought was I can be broke and miserable anywhere. I don't have to be in Indianapolis. If this is what's happening in my life, I can be broke and miserable anywhere. What are my options at this point in time? And I started thinking, when my dad passed away, I was given a house. I mean, it's not a big house. It's not a fancy house. It's in the little small town where I graduated high school. It's paid for. It is not currently accessible for me to live in right now because somebody else is living there. But I got so desperate over the weekend that I started thinking, what would it be like if I moved out of Indianapolis and back to my hometown? Literally, that's how bad it got. I had several conversations with friends of mine who seem like they are kind of at their end of their rope too. So I have feelings that I feel like everybody's going through, or at least that I was going through, and some of the other ones that I have talked to. So tell me if you're feeling these too. Agitated, irritated, angry, and annoyed. I can put a word to everything that I have been feeling, and I am desperately trying to figure out how to get out of those feelings. Now, I know there are certain things in my life that I can change and I cannot change at this very moment in time. And after having a conversation with one friend who said she just literally was in her car screaming at the top of her lungs because she was in desperate need of change, I said, I feel like there are just some things that only time is going to fix. And then I started having this feeling that December for some of us is going to last 60 days instead of 31. I feel like the universe is slowing things down for some of those who feel like we are backed into a corner, who are desperate for change, and the universe is going to make us sit in those feelings, figure out what's causing them, figure out what we need to do to make a change, and I feel like three-quarters of the world is going through that right now. That's a lot of people to be in that place. I've been there before. I was there 10 years ago. And at that point in time, I could see where I made a lot of bad decisions in my life that got me there. At this current juncture in my life, I'm questioning, I thought I was making some pretty good decisions in my life. Now I'm sitting here going, how did I get myself in this situation again? What did I do this time to get myself backed into this corner? I thought I was making better decisions. So that's been something of a struggle for me, is how do I get out of this place I am in when I thought I was making pretty good decisions. You know, I'm going to have to figure that out on my own as well as everybody else. So anyway, Eldora and Saman did a video, I think it was yesterday, and I was watching it this morning while I was drinking my coffee and everything. Some of the stuff that they brought up very strongly resonates for me. And they were talking about this kind of culmination and eruption of the collective, which is what 3/4 of the people are going through right now. This all coming to a boiling point, as well as that solar flash event kind of hitting at the same time. That resonates with me. I feel like there, you know, we as humans will only sit in boiling water for so long before we will figure out a way to get out of it. This was one of the conversations I had yesterday is, you know, we will only stay at a job for so long if we're miserable before we will leave it. We will only have that car for so long if it's causing us problems before we will get another one or whatever. We will only stay in a relationship for so long until it gets to the point where it is so hard to be in that we leave it. A whole lot of us are in that situation right now where everything is so uncomfortable that we are ready to do anything to get rid of that feeling of agitated, irritated, angry, and annoyed, and all of the other feelings that are going along with that. So something is about ready to happen. It's going to be interesting to see how everybody individually handles this, because everybody is going to have to handle this individually. It'd be nice if there was something big that happened in the world that helped change us and shift us out of this point that we're at. You know, we've all been kind of waiting on that for a long, long time. And many of us are getting really tired of waiting and needing to make that change and that adjustment on our own end. So I would like to know how many are feeling those feelings, the agitated, irritated, angry, and annoyed, and any other ones that you want to fill in. How was your weekend? You know, we had that new moon eclipse. Everybody was, you know, I'm like, I feel those feelings too. It seems like I feel some of those a little bit ahead of others, and then I can explain what's coming. Anyway, I'm just curious. How was your weekend? Did you guys have any epiphanies over the weekend like I had, of desperate for change, looking for any way out of this situation that I am in, and wondering what I did to get to this point, you know, when I feel like I have been making good decisions? So I guess I'm asking, am I the only one feeling these feelings, or are other people feeling those? And is there, you know, do we have advice? Or maybe this is the question: the 1/4 of the people who are not feeling these feelings, what is your advice to the ones that are in this point? You know, what have you done in the past to get yourself out of this place? You know, I think one of the things that I might need to do is I need to rearrange the furniture in here. I'm getting ready to have lived in this apartment for 4 years. And I literally feel like the walls are closing in on me. So I think I'm going to need to rearrange the furniture because I need some form of change. Some things I can change, some things I can't. The universe is going to have to help me if they want me to make some changes in certain respects. But some things I'm going to have to do for myself. So that's kind of where I am at currently. Also, a lot of the other people that I have talked to. And I hope everybody has a very good Monday. Be prepared for some of us to have a long, extra, slow, miserable December. I hate to put it that way, but it feels to me like the universe is shining some of that misery down on us because it wants us to make some changes. And if we sit in that uncomfortable spot long enough, we will come to that point of where I will do anything to get out of this spot that I am in. And I mean that's just like this overwhelming feeling that I'm having, is like December is going to be a super slow month. You know, some months go by in a snap of a finger, and this month feels like it's just literally slowing down to the point of where it's almost not even moving. Um so anyway, somebody keeps sending me messages and it's distracting me. Anyway, that's what I want to talk about, and I want to hear from you guys. What's going on with you? How are you feeling? And what can we do to get out of this spot of stuckness that we are in? Things that we can control, things that we cannot control. I think a lot of people are looking for that kind of advice, and you know, let's figure this out together. Talk to you later. Bye.